Hello everyone and welcome back to FS25. I'm really looking forward to this one because at the end of the last episode we had a little bit of a vote and the results are in. The choice was the big Volvo front loader or the debris crusher, and it looks like we are going to go and get the Volvo. So I am just quickly setting this up. We're going to put barley in this one. We're just going to set this up on a worker. There we go. Excellent. Right, so off camera I have loaded up everything from the large sawmill. We've got 5 prefab walls on here. We've got wood beams, planks long. There is lots and lots. So I loaded this up off camera because it would have been a bit of a nightmare. Even on a time lapse, this trailer is absolutely loaded. And of course, I don't want to make the same mistake and miss out on the item in the sale. I don't want to run out of time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, as quickly as possible, get over to the playground. From there we'll be going to the museum, and as soon as we have got enough money, which is £114,000, we'll be buying that Volvo there. So I'm really looking forward to it. Quite a big start to this episode really. We should have lots of money come in. I know from the prefab walls alone we're going to get £50,000, which is obviously fantastic. That's going to be really helpful. So I will head over there and I'll see you as soon as we're there. The poor Vulture, it's struggling a little bit to get up this hill, but it is doing it, which is very impressive as the trailer is most definitely overloaded. There we go. So from the planks and the wood beams, we need to be seeing about £60,000. I haven't done the maths, so I'm really not sure, but we are about to find out. Okay, that's great. £77,000. That is really good. So once we sell these bits to the museum, we are going to have enough. So that is processing some of the wood beams, but it does need quite a bit more. So we'll keep ploughing away at that. There's just lots of scaffolding going up and the odd bit of wood here and there. For the amount that we've delivered, you would have expected to see quite a bit more by now. But there we go. There must be quite a lot of offcuts about, I would imagine. So let's get over to the museum. As soon as we've sold these, we are going to go and buy that front loader. Here we go then. Another delivery to the museum. We will put all our efforts into this once the playground is done, but for now they'll just have to get on with the prefab walls. So here we go. This is going to be great. Yes, perfect. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's buy it. Safety frame. No. Safety beacon, no. We're going to keep it as it is. Let's buy it. Oh, that's big. That is a really big purchase. Biggest one so far, I would say. Now I know obviously it's used and it's going to have a few hours on the clock, but realistically we're going to jump in it, we're going to move what we need to move and then jump out of it again. It's not like a tractor where you're in and out of it continuously. So yeah, I think that is a great deal, and realistically we'll be keeping that till the very end because it is the biggest front loader you can buy. So let's get over to the dealer, we'll have a look at it. I suspect it's going to be way too big for this low loader, but let's go and have a look anyway as it is on the way back. And of course we do now need to save up just a little bit of money to buy the bucket. I believe it was about £24,000. So let's go and have a look at our new purchase. Oh, it looks like an absolute beast. Look at it over there. Oh yes, we are in the big leagues now. Let's have a look at our brand new machine. Very nice. Pretty good condition. It's got some diesel in it. That has got a little bit of damage, so that is going to need repairing at some point, but at the moment that's okay. A little bit of wear and tear, but of course we would expect that. 20 hours on the clock, pretty good. And when we've got a bucket on here, this is going to be lovely. This is going to be so big when we get the debris crusher. Really big. Let's have a little look inside. So this is the biggest machine that Volvo do for the front loaders. And yeah, obviously it doesn't look so good without the bucket at the moment, but we will get it on there. So it's oh, let's just smash everything up. It pretty much dwarfs the tractor. It's a very big machine. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. I think there is a chance we might be able to get this on the low loader. Probably seems a little bit silly, to be honest, but let's give it a try anyway. Then we can get both vehicles back at once. So let's just unload it, and we'll see if it will go on there or not. It will be a very big test for the Valtra, that is for sure. Then as soon as we get back, we'll see how the worker's getting on, and we'll just try and raise a few more funds so we can get that lovely big bucket. And the bucket that we're going for is going to hold 10,000 litres per bucket load, which obviously is absolutely massive. There we go, we're on. It is on, excellent. So let's let's get in the Valtra. We'll get it strapped down, and let's see if we can move it. The suspension is certainly down on the trailer. Yep, we're moving. That's not too bad. I'm happy with that. Very, very good. Okay, well, obviously we're not going to be able to do too much with it, but it was just too much of a good opportunity to pass up. Otherwise, we'd have been paying £300,000 for this. So that's why we had to get it now. So let's get it back. We'll get it unloaded and parked up for the time being. Alright then, we've brought the brand new addition, the Volvo front loader, back to our farm. It is now officially on the farm. Excellent, really, really good. So let's get it off and parked up for now. This is going to be so key to us making big amounts of money in the future. It really is. This is a step in the right direction, that is for sure. So we'll pop it just here for now. Now obviously we have got quite a lot of wool, so we need to check the best price, because that could well be a candidate to sell. We've got quite a lot of it down by the sheep, so let's see what the best price is. We are looking at, yes, we're at the worst. Okay, that is not good whatsoever. So well, what have we got to sell then? Obviously we've got some stuff in the silo, but I'm pretty confident it's all the wrong time, really. What about the goat's milk? Where are we for that? So we are not, yeah, we're not too far away. We're only about £100 off the best price for the goat milk. Well, that's going to have to go then. I was potentially going to put that in the dairy, but for now the dairy is processing the mozzarella, so we will use that and we'll send it off to the dairy. That's definitely the best option there. That's going to bring us in the exact amount of money we need. So it looks like the worker is getting on just fine, which is really good. So I will jump in the low loader, or not the low loader, the telehandler. Here it is, up by the chickens. We'll get them on and we'll get them sold. Also, just out of curiosity, let's have a little look at the price of eggs. Where are we with eggs? We're a little bit away from that, because I suspect no, okay, they wouldn't have gone. I thought they might have gone to the same place, but no, we're about £500 off the best price for those. So we will leave the eggs for now. Let's get these loaded up and let's get them sold off to the dairy. Alright then, we have arrived at the dairy. Let's get these sold. Oh yes, just short of £30,000. Really, really good. Well, the dealer is just over here. The dairy is at the back of the dealer. So that's ideal. Let's pick up the bucket. Now it's a brand new bucket that we are buying. So let's just have a little look. Wheel loader tools, and we're going for this one down here. 10,000 litres, it weighs 2 tons. It's the biggest you can get. Yes, we'd like to buy it, and we've still got £20,000 in the bank, which is great. That's a quarter of the way to the debris crusher pretty much. Now look at that, the bucket is as wide as the tractor. That is an absolute beast. Really, really big. Now, I'm not too convinced that that forklift is going to be able to lift up a 2-ton bucket onto the low loader. But let's find out. There is only one way to find out. We haven't used this forklift yet. So let's see what it can do. I suspect it's just not going to stand a chance, but you never know. Wow, okay. I was mistaken. I underestimated it. It is lifting it up. It's a little bit light on the back there. But yeah, it has done it. Very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. Off you get. That's it. We don't want you on there anymore. You can come off now. Just give it a nice little push. There we go. Excellent. Well, that is rather pleasing. Nice. Let's get it back and hooked onto the wheel loader. That's just, I mean, that's just going to look absolutely massive, like an absolute beast. Let's have a little look. Let's get it back. Right, without further ado, let's get it on there. We should be able to just drive straight up to this and hook it on. Oh yes, look at that. This is the business, this is. What a massive piece of kit this is. Really, really good. This is going to be perfect for what we need, tipping into our trailer with all the stones that we're going to get. That is nice. What an absolute beast. Yeah, that is lovely. Look at the detail as well. It's just the fire extinguisher on the side there. That's really, really impressive. Very, very happy with that. I can't wait to get to use it for real. That is going to be really, really good. So we'll just put it over here. By this shed. That can be its parking spot for now. As long as we're not trapped. No, there we go. Okay, great. So the how's the worker getting on? Well, I can't see them. They must be behind the trees there somewhere. Yep, there they are. Okay, well they don't look like they're too far from done. So once they've done that, we will get them on the fertilising. But in the meantime, let's just have a little look at the calendar. So they're doing barley. We've already done canola. Yeah, so what I need to do is field number 2. We need to get that ripped up. We need to get that ready for the crop. I'm pretty sure that hasn't been cultivated yet. Yeah, I can see through the trees. There's field number 2. That does need cultivating. Now, I'm pretty sure there is a bale over here somewhere. Yep, there is, just by the road there. So we need to get that out of the way. But I am going to make a start on this one. And then once it's cultivated up, we'll probably get the worker to do the seeding on this one as well. But we'll just get this part done. Perfect. Okay, let's set GPS up. Excellent. Okay, so GPS is set. We'll try and do this as efficiently as possible. So I think it's coming along pretty nicely, really. We've got a good amount of the field work done. Both those two over there are planted and they've got their first application of fertiliser, which is good. They'll just need their second application at some point, and we'll need to throw some lime on both of those. And then this one, when we plant this, will be a wheat field, but we are not going to do that just yet. So let's just get this little bit of cultivating finished up. There we go, last little bit. Now obviously this is quite a big field, so when it comes to the planting we will just get the worker to do this, because if not it would be a pretty long time lapse using the little John Deere seeder, so we'll let the worker suffer the pain of that instead of us. I think that is only fair. So yes, that is pretty good. So we do just need to check on our small sawmills here, just make sure they are doing okay for wood, and we really do need to move some mushrooms out the way of the spawn point as well. I said that last episode, maybe even the one before, but we really need to do it now. And wow, would you look at that, there is some goat's milk already. That's very good. So yes, we'll just get those mushroom pallets out the way first, because hopefully there will be some more to spawn, which would be really good. So let's just drag some of these out the way. This tree here, it's a very nice tree. I do like it. I didn't want to get rid of it, but it is potentially a candidate to go, because unfortunately it is just right in the way of the spawn point here. I mean, the tree was there first. I'll give it that. It was there first. Now it would be great if we could see some more pallets spawn here. I'm really not too sure how many you're going to, because I haven't checked. So that may well have only been it. I mean, this isn't the fastest. It's a pretty nice one, because you don't have to put a lot of effort into it. You just put a little bit of water in it and you just sort of leave it to do its thing, really. So yeah, you don't have to put much effort in at all. So if this is what we're going to get, well, that's still a bonus to me. I'm fairly happy with that. The bees, well, they're still producing pretty much nothing. I think in the whole time we've been doing this, what is this, episode 34? I think we've sold maybe 2 crates of honey, and they weren't even full crates either. It has taken a seriously long time to get where we are, and I've added some hives in there as well. They're not just the standard base game ones. I have added some in. So there we go. We'll leave that there for the mushrooms. We'll just leave that one behind the tree for now. That's causing no harm. So we've got a nice amount of mushrooms to sell. We've got loads and loads of lettuce, which is good. Everything is building up really, really nicely. So let's just hop over to this sawmill here. I already know the other one's got about 7,000 litres of wood in it. Okay, so this one's got about 8,000, so that is absolutely perfect. So I think what we need to do is this area here. This needs landscaping eventually, but obviously we've got quite a few trees about. The road here, the gravel road, will sort of come round the back of the barn and just join up with the rest of the farm, and then obviously we've got a little bit more space here. So some of these trees are going to have to go. What is there? There's about 5 or 6 trees there. Obviously not too many. So let's just make a start clearing some of these. And of course the large sawmill is out of wood anyway. So it's the ideal time to get it restocked really. And again we'll get rid of the tree stumps with the lumberjack mod. It's a lovely mod for getting rid of tree stumps. I have used the stump grinder before, but it can be a little bit of a pain. So I just find this much easier. And there we go. We'll quickly just take these trees out here. We're not going to be able to get all of them on the low loader. Probably 3 or 4 of the smaller ones, or maybe 2 of the bigger ones if we're lucky. But we'll do that over various episodes. Just take a load here and there, because we don't just want to do tree runs the whole episode. But a couple of big trees, that does normally keep the large sawmill going for approximately 1 day, which is pretty good. The sawmill really does burn through the wood, which is nice because the smaller ones, they are rather slow. Eventually the plan is we will be getting a big sawmill of our own, but for now we will just have to keep renting. So I have absolutely crushed the polytunnel there. That's not too good. So I will just get the rest of these ones chopped down, and then we'll get a few loaded up onto the low loader. Right, last tree here then, and then that should be the pathway clear for us to put a little road in. So let's just get rid of the tree stump. Lovely. So look at that. How different is that? Just by getting rid of a handful of trees. That is great. So I've thrown them all in the middle here. So these need to go to the sawmill at some point. But let's just jump into the Valtra. We'll, here it is. It was blocked by the pile of trees. We'll move our animal transport trailer out the way, and then we will just put that little road in. I think we'll carry on with the gravel road there, just round the back of the barn, just to join it all back up again. So we'll just throw this round here for now, just to keep it out of the way. Hopefully we're going to be using this again soon, because I want to put some more buffalo from the pasture into the barn. Right, there we go. Okay, so let's not stand in the way of where we want to do the landscaping. So we'll go into construction, and we need to go down to sculpting, painting. Here we are. So we are looking for gravel, I think. So hopefully this is going to be the same. Yeah, it is. Excellent. Okay, that's really good. Right, so we'll start over here. So as you probably already know, my my landscaping isn't great. So let's just change this. We need to change it to a circle. There we go. Okay, so this isn't going to be anything fancy whatsoever, but the path is just going to, or the road should I say, is just going to come off here and just veer off round the barn. So yeah, it's not going to be anything spectacular, but it is just going to tidy it up and make it look a little bit more normal, rather than keep driving across the grass there. So just tidy it up a little bit. It really doesn't have to be anything fancy whatsoever because it is only a farm track, if you want to call it that, I guess. So there we go. And we'll just take the edge off here a little bit. Yeah, I think that is pretty much all we need to do for now. I think that is absolutely perfect. Great. There we go. Just tidies that up that little bit. Wonderful. Okay, so I'll get back into this. I'll hook up to the low loader. I'm going to chuck a few trees on. It would be nice to get rid of that pile as soon as possible because it makes the place look really untidy. So I'll just throw a few on and we'll get off over to the sawmill and get that restocked because we really need to get that working. We are £80,000 away from the debris crusher, so we will buy that as soon as we hit the required amount of money that we need. So let's get there as fast as possible. Right, here we go then. So our record so far is 26,000 litres delivered. I'm pretty sure we're not going to get too close to that this time around because this is probably a little bit deceiving. There are a lot of leaves here, but we did manage to get all but 3 of the trees on, which I'm pretty happy with. That's cleared that big pile up quite nicely, and next time around we'll try and get the other 3 delivered at some point. But for now, this should keep the sawmill ticking over just nicely. So yes, there is a tractor at the front of this. This is not a modded pile of trees moving along. There is the Valtra doing quite well actually. Normally it does struggle with the big loads, so yeah, I'm going to say there's probably about 12,000 litres here, something like that. But let's get there and let's find out. Okay, we made it. Excellent. One small hiccup on the way, but nothing too major. There we go. That's fantastic. Let's see how much litres it comes to. Yeah, 10,000 litres. I thought so, but to be honest, obviously it's good to get the sawmill running again, but I do like to just get them out the way of the yard as soon as possible because they do look very, very messy. So that's going to keep that going for a little while. And like I said, at some point we'll deliver a bit more just to keep that ticking along and working our way to the debris crusher. So that is going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.